Hello everybody and welcome to the Genshin live stream. Hope everyone has a wonderful Wednesday. Hello Xnay, David, Sinbad, Tilted Hero, and Xnay. Actually no, Xnay already was in there, I already said this. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Now it will become better to watch my live stream. I am good. Okay, today finally we have Stygian Onslaught. Don't really care for the fights themselves yet. I will like tackle Dire probably later. But we'll just be spending an absolute ton of resin over there. Nobody's easy but love the poster. Yeah, it's like there's like a printed canvas thingy actually. It's like thick. It's not just a poster. I would like take it off and show you, but it was kind of hard to like put it up there actually. So yeah, I'm not gonna. But it's like a wooden frame, and then like a canvas over it. And it's kind of like a bit thick. Also coated with something so that it doesn't get dirty too easily, you know. But yeah, Ellen is peak. Dailies, bam, bam. Refreshing font, a font of refreshment. I mean, I'm gonna get a bunch of bad pieces, but I understand that that's how artifact farming is like. If I spend everything and don't even get like 2 or 3 good pieces, I'm gonna be kinda sad. But that's pretty unlikely. But yeah, even if I spend resin on artifacts and don't get anything good, I still get artifact EXP. I actually understand probability, unlike all of you. Enough on the new set. Okay, I got level 90, talent level 99, doesn't even matter all that much, but still nice to have them high. Stronger shield, a tiny bit more damage. Fractured Halo, make sure to level this up ASAP, you're losing a lot of attack because this is level 80. And then, yeah, got Obeyed of Morningstar and Moon, that's the set you want to play. Inefa does a lot of damage. Her damage is very comparable to Flince's damage. And she's off field, so that's pretty impressive. Doesn't take up any field time. And then yeah, attack percent is always great to have. Too bad you only have a single subset in the entire set. Try to get some more. Especially like your feather doesn't even have attack percent. Kinda bad. I guess it's your only ER in the entire build, so yeah. But still a bit of a shame. Attack is a great stat. Not that much worse than crit, because it also increases the potency of her EM buff. Some EM, not terrible. Then 91 crit rate to 188 crit damage. At least the crit subs are pretty okay. Yeah. Try to get some more attack. Maybe a bit more like ER, like, you know, a sub here, a sub there. And then you can play a feather that actually has like more stats on it. Because having Rough is just dedicated to only ER. I mean, I guess it's fine. Because this is a 4-liner, but doesn't have 4 good subs. So I like it's fine, your current set. Okay, time for like a lot of Yap, because this is Fontaine, the nation of Yap. What are we searching? Next to the ruins. Let's not go anywhere near the water. Actually, the ruins might be in water. Oh no, they aren't, nice. Oh, but they're pretty far away from the nearest teleport waypoint. Hello, Sayonara?
人間社会のことをまだまだ学ばないといけないな。緊張した時、手をどこに置けばいいかすらわからなくて。
Genshin is so pretty. See this mountain? It's absolutely sick, isn't it? Oops. Oh. How much charge to get on someone's account and clear Dire? $1,000. I'll take a picture of this mountain because I really like how it looks. No. Where is some defense rolls? I wanted to think of like, could defense rolls on any of these sets be good, but no. Neither of these two sets are... like, there are no defense scaling characters who want to play either of these sets. Hello, Fat. One of the sets gives you like 42% attack or 43% attack, so a defense scaler would never play this, and the other one is for off-field lunar damage. If you believe that... if you believe that Sandrone is gonna be an off-field lunar... lunar crystallize sub DPS, then... oh, here we go. Then maybe it could be useful for her eventually. But if Sandrone was an off-field lunar crystallize sub DPS, this would make Zibai so broken. That would be like the best team in the game by a long shot. Don't have Nefer? Nefer was never necessary. If you don't have Lauma or Inefa, like those are actually... that actually kinda sucks. You have both, so you should be fine. I haven't tried the top boss yet, but like... main DPS Columbina with Lauma is not much worse than playing Nefer in that slot. Also Nilu teams with Columbina, Lauma are pretty decent even single target. Sure, slightly worse than Nefer, but if you get like an additional constellation on somebody in Nefer's place, it can even perform better. Is Sandrone's element confirmed? No. We know nothing about Sandrone really. Whoa. Also, you can just always pull Zibai. The better Nefer. Next half. Noel, Albedo, Jongli and Columbina? Absolutely horrible. only Moonsign level 1. Albedo without witch buffs? What is Jongli doing? You can make good Noel main DPS teams, but not like this. Not with 4 characters who have no synergy with each other. You just go Columbina in Efa. Nefer's gameplay got a lot better with Columbina. Lunar Crystallize is nice, but you can't really build a team like around it. I guess your best bet of making a Lunar Crystallize team would be with like Navia, but you would still go Columbina Inefa, because you still need like extra damage. But yeah, even if you're going for Crystallize, you need to play characters who actually do something together. Not just 3 random Geo characters with 0 synergy. This is like the degenerate way of creating this commission. Just using the tentacle. Ito is the one way to make this team even worse. Because now you don't even have healing. I guess if you have jungle you don't need healing. So there is no difference. New vault. And this character would be good for a third boss? I imagine they would be. But I actually haven't seen dire clears for that. For a dire yet. So I'm not sure what works and what doesn't. Haven't tried myself and haven't watched the videos yet. Got Inefa, raised her to 80 and fully cleared floor 12. Congrats. That's huge.
星と深淵を無事今日の
And Inefa is an amazing character. I absolutely love her. I might level her to 100. But I'm hesitating. I have 7 of these. But it's such a limited resource. Okay, check Columbina. I don't even understand this sentence. How much better is 90 than 100? It's probably slightly worse than your average DPS would be from 90 to 100. I feel like on average you get like up to 10%. Inefa probably would be a bit lower because her damage already ignores defense. But she does deal reaction damage from Lunar Charged. So there is that. That can increase by like up to 15% I think. But it will be a smaller portion of her damage. Especially because like in a team with Columbina, Flincy, Inefa, she might not even be like the top 2 Lunar Charged procer. Because most of her buffs are team-wide, so she's not getting them like herself. So it's not the best. Probably like 5-ish%, maybe even less than that. So yeah, get level 90 and C6. Ooh, got the R5 actually. Got the C6 R5 combo. Good. 9-8 talent levels. Yep. Then HP is super lovely. She even has HP scaling buffs on C2. You could probably even be playing an HP hat. Because you get 80 crit damage from C6. You get 140 crit damage from the weapon. That's like 220 extra crit damage. You have 460 crit damage. You don't need this hat. Right? You should be playing HP here probably. Just HP. And then I'm pretty sure it will be more personal damage. And also definitely bigger buff from her C2. So the rest of your team would benefit. Right? You do get a bit more HP from this, but it's not as much. Like it's only 22 HP, but 140 crit damage. EM is like a nice subset to have on the side. 73 you get plus 15, so that's 88. Would be nice if you even had a bit more. And then yeah, like at 10 billion crit damage. You really do not need crit damage subs all that much. ER, you do get 18 energy. Wait, that's not like much more than R1. Wait, how much does it change between R1 and R5? Barely at all from the looks of it. Yeah, it's 14 at R1 and then 18 at R5. So yeah, it doesn't really reduce your ER requirements by much going from R1 to R5. So you probably need more energy if you want to... Actually, wait, no, C4 is energy, right? Yeah, okay, C4 is energy. Okay, so we don't need it. You're fine. And Morning Sun and Moon, yeah, good damage. But if she's in a team with Inefa, all of her cons, pretty much, are team-wide buffs. Almost. Actually, C4 is a bit of personal damage. C4 is like the most personal con. But C1, C2, and C6 are all team-wide. So, you know, going for more damage on your teammates and then more support on Columbina is still good, even with the cons. So this is for when you are playing like a Z-Buy team or something. Columbina on Obeid. Didn't drink a single drop of alcohol today. Polio. Hello, Wilson. I would prefer you didn't call me polio. I steered clear of alcohol today, so there shouldn't be any problems with what I write. Yep, Sitlalin ran off this morning, and yeah, Sitlalin is here actually. She ran off to me, to my house. So I still want to go after her. Just as I told you before, she's still the same, just like every year on this day. Anxious about the return of her Stella Fortuna. Guess what happened next? Oron didn't come back until noon. When I went out to find him, I discovered him crouching in the bushes near a pit he dug. When I asked him for an explanation, He said you told him that this is the way to capture Xbalanque's fate, so it should work for Citlalin too. What could it possibly mean? I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Thank you very much, thank you very much, Wilson, for the sub! I really appreciate it. Then there'll be a Lunar Crystallized Shield? There's like one Lunar Crystallized character. So probably no. If anything, it would be because for the Lunar Charged shields, which have been numerous, it's like always Lunar Charged or Electro Charged. And if you have like a strong Varesa, like if you have like a C2 Varesa and you just pair her up with Furina or something, you can still clear those, right? So for a Lunar Crystallized shield, you would need to somehow be able to do this with regular Crystallized as well. But regular Crystallized doesn't do anything. So maybe you'll just need a boss that like has some mechanic that whenever you trigger Crystallize something happens. That could be a thing. But we are just getting for this patch a regular Lunar Shield boss for like the Zibai Shield part, right? The first guy. That's the Zibai Shield we are getting this patch. Thank you very much, Fat, for the raid of one person. Is it just like you alone? I mean, they are not gonna shield a character that's not on a banner. Only characters on banners get shield. Unless it's like by accident, like, you know, the boss is meant to shield Nuvilet, but then Skerrick ends up being great as well. But like the main shield is always an on-banner character, right? And because Lunar Crystallize is so narrow, there is only one character who deals Lunar Crystallize damage. She can't really get like... Lunar Crystallize cannot get shield accidentally. So, yeah, no. You can do raids without even going live, what? The secret tech. Okay, let's go! 160 resin, 5 condensed, 3 transients, and like 45 fragiles? 45 fragiles. I will spend like 40 to save 5 of them. That's probably the plan. Actually, should I visit my teapot first? Nah, let's spend the artifacts first. And then maybe we'll like strongbox something. Because we'll have a bunch of pieces. Actually, no. You know what? I will gather my 1-star artifacts first. Because I'm gonna be streaming Genshin tomorrow as well. I'm gonna be streaming Genshin 2 days in a row, so I want to clear this pretty early so that I don't have to like do this super late tomorrow. Oh, hello, I know. So actually it's... I just baited you all. Artifacts gotta wait. We gotta do artifacts first before we do artifacts. I'm going to expand my artifact farming route. I mean, the thing with artifact farming routes is that you cannot really expand them, because there is a limit of how many you can grab daily. There are some spots that don't count towards the limit, like some like bubbles in the Sumeru rainforest, but that's like you spend twice the time to get like 20 extra pieces, 20 extra artifacts, so I'm not really, no. And then if you mean just like updating, I will probably like update my route eventually when good new spots come out. I'm not sure if the new area in Not Cry had any good spots though. But it wouldn't be like expanding my route. It would just be changing some spots to ones that are faster. But Natlan is already like so fast. Punk Just Getting His was probably your best decision. Jaska is pretty sick. Although I gotta say, I mostly use her for exploration. Maybe I could get C2 one day and then use her more in combat. Who you plan to use on Krabi? Oh, that guy. I'm probably... I mean, either some Nuvilet team, or if that is not enough damage. I do have C1 Nuvilet, so like if they balance him around Nuvilet clearing, I should be fine with Nuvilet, but if not, I'm probably gonna go Skerk. But I'm not sure how well that works. But Skerk definitely deals more damage than Nuvilet. I'm just not sure if she will be able to clear the crown quickly enough. So probably just Nuvilet. My Nuvilet is strong. And this is a Nuvilet shield boss. Hopefully it will work well. Oops. You love Nuv but hate them? What do you mean? What is the M you hate? Hyper with Inefa Columbina in the top boss? In the top boss? You should be playing Inefa with Aino in the middle boss. And then Columbina with somebody else in the top boss. Probably. If you have any other lunar characters. But Inefa goes in the middle. Unless you like are doing Skerk in the middle. Flynn's Fischl for middle. Okay, interesting. You can pair Columbina Inefa with anything. It's the best duo in the game. They don't need teammates. But you can just like on-field Sucrose, you can play Hutao if you like her. You can play some other Pyro characters. Versailles Sun? Yeah, that should be fine. No, not Citlali, not Citlali. That breaks the reactions. Not Cryo. Everything but Cryo. C2 Mavuka overlooked the 65 seconds when you tried, but didn't even get close to beating it? Wait, what do you mean? So did you clear in 65 seconds or did you not clear? I don't understand your comment. I saw someone. Well, that means skill issue. Only one thing. Especially because Mavuika is a pretty hard character to play. If you are not doing the Mavuika cancels, you are losing like 30% damage, if not more. Especially like if you mean the shield Fatui in the middle. In that guy, if you don't deal enough damage to break his shield, you just like cannot kill him at all, because the shield regenerates. So it's not like, oh, I'm doing 10% less damage, so I clear 10% slower. No, you deal 10% less damage, so the shield out heals you, and you cannot kill it, and you die and you lose. Right? So it's pretty tight. I haven't seen clears of the third chamber yet, but I would be very surprised if you needed Nuvilet. Specifically. He has good Hydro up, but his damage isn't all that nowadays. You just need to spend like 15 minutes actually learning how to play your character. And what the boss does as well. That's pretty important. I feel like you usually skip this step of reading what the boss does. I know it's all about Hydro up, but it's not like Nuvilet is the only character with good Hydro up. And it's not like he has some insane damage to go with the Hydro up. I mean, he deals good damage. He's the best traditional Hydro crit DPS, probably. Or is Columbina a better Hydro crit DPS than Nuvilet? Not sure. Probably not. Ooh, the mug is so warm, very nice. But like I said, I haven't done the bosses myself. I haven't watched others clear the bosses either. Hello Axis. Oops, I used my E twice by accident. Okay. Imagine me playing Wuthering Waves. It makes you happy. I'm glad that thinking of me can make you happy. That means I came a long way. I mean, this is the Nuvillet shield boss, so it's not a surprise that Nuvillet does well there. But yeah, Nuvillet reruns next half. If you thought about maybe getting him, you could. Most wholesome stream you come to. Thank you very much. I do try to be pretty chill. Sumeru. Skarkas Cafe banner on the other hand. Yeah, they're probably gonna get rerun, both of them next patch. And if they're both getting rerun, they're probably gonna be on the same half. Yeah, both for the skip? Not necessarily. They're both very strong characters by themselves as well. Like, not clear dire level, but definitely clear fearless level. If you're like a new player, if you're just gonna start playing next patch, just pulling Skerk is already gonna carry you through all the content. This would already be like one team to clear up this 12 with. Just like a 4-star Skerk team. Like, yeah, she gains a lot from having Escoffier and then like later also Furina. But even her damage floor is still pretty crazy actually. And if you just pull Skerk, even Skerk only, you'll be fine with Fearless for sure. Or just Escoffier as well. If you skip both, then yeah, sure, like if you have no cryo characters, the cryo boss might be an issue. Suddenly remember that Xian exists. What prompted that sudden thought? Only problem you have in Genshin is that the game doesn't innovate with combat. Genshin is just not like... I mean, combat is an important part of the game, but it's not the main part of the game. I do feel like it's definitely like good enough. And the best thing about Genshin combat is not necessarily like the actions of the characters themselves, but the elemental system. Is pretty amazing. One of the best like elemental systems I've seen in gaming overall. Oh, ooh, nice. I managed to land. Ayaka, does that work? Possibly. Ayaka is coffee for sure. Ayaka alone might be rough. Not sure about that one. How far could your C3 level 50 Chongyun make it in the Spiral Abyss? Floor 8 for sure. Actually no, I don't know. Maybe we'll get stuck at like floor 6. I don't remember honestly. It's been like 5 years since I cleared the early floors. Wait, now I go up here. Scared of new combos that's better and walk cancelled and easier? I need to check it out. So you're gonna need 1 5-star, who should you get? Like between Skag and Escoffier? If you already have like Ayaka and like playing her, you could just go Esco? Maybe? Cause like, surely we'll get more cryo DPSs at some point. And Escoffier will still be played with them, probably. Unless they are like cryo melt DPSs, and then they are not compatible with freeze. Actually, tough call. They're both very good with each other, but they're both solid by themselves as well. But yeah, with Esco you need a different cryo DPS. So like, Escoffier is only a consideration if you already have and like playing Ayaka or possibly Riodesli. If not, then it's always Skirk over Esco right now. Okay, now we can go to Spiral Abyss, or not Spiral Abyss, Stygian Onslaught, and spend all our resin artifacts. Who'll be the fastest boss to clear? Probably the first guy. I actually already cleared him once on mobile, because otherwise I would have capped before the stream. Lord of Hidden Depths. Yeah, because this guy might get the shield. Although on hard mode he's probably not even gonna get the shield in time. Let's actually check the middle guy. Yula is just not a character. Let's see if he will get the shield. Yeah, all the characters you want to play are in the exalted ones already. Yeah, that's faster. I don't even understand what's there to love about physical. Like we just said, the elemental system is the best part about Genshin. And physical is the like no element damage type. So what's appealing about it? Like big numbers Lapula has. I mean, you can like big numbers, sure. But you can also do big numbers. Oh, those are like some decent EM sounds, huh? You can like big numbers, but the big numbers don't have to be physical. You might like Eula, sure, but like, it's not physical. If she was anything else but physical, she would be even better, no? Oh, you also need to check instructor's pieces we are getting. If I get any bangers. HP hat with crit damage ER, probably not. Ah? No, that's like a low roll ER. I mean, yeah, plunge Eula with Bennett. I mean, Dire is only for a cosmetic. You don't need to clear Dire for anything. If I had more ER on my flints, I could kill him faster. Because I'm just waiting for my burst to come up. Nope, nope, nope. No instructor's pieces either. No, having to check the 4 stars is so much extra mental load for each run. Actually kinda sucks. I mean, they could, but why would they? When it ignores the game's best aspect. Like, physical is not a playstyle. Physical is a damage type. Damage type that does not interact with the game's best system. Ooh. Yeah, this could be a decent Columbina piece. Double high roll crit, 80%. I'm not gonna play Obit Columbina much though. Nice seconds, nice. But like, physical doesn't play, right? It's not a play style. It just does less than every other element. It just pollutes the artifact pool, that's all it does. Razor is an electro-pyro hypercarry, not an electro-physical hypercarry. Razor is only viable with C6 Bennett. So he is an honorary physical character, honorary pyro character, more so than physical. Now Razor is pretty fire now. They buffed Razor a bunch, and he has some cool tech as well. They make him viable? He's better than Raiden as an electro main DPS. You're not gonna clear like the hardest content, Stygian Onslaught Dire, but he's definitely more than good enough for Abyss. And also for Stygian Fearless, if the boss fits him well. So all of these are garbage, right? Instructors, I only want like 3-liners. Maybe not Diluc? Plunge Diluc is better. I mean, it's like a different, you cannot really compare them that much because it's like a different damage type. Raiden is a better, Razor is a better comparison because they're both electro main DPSs. Man, it took me a while to get the energy. Catching got better than Raiden the moment Dendro released, no? Kinda hate that the way I end the fights, I'm next to the like battle preparation but not the Leyline Blossom. Oh, crit rate, crit damage, ER, HP%. If I ever play this on Columbina, would be good, but I'm not gonna. I mean, it's like in the buy teams, it's good. Satan is a very good DPS as well. He can be a fun character. It's like, he's hard to master and the reward is not incredible for mastering him, but he can definitely be good for like Abyss or Fearless Stygian. It's just like, he's harder than your average 5-star DPS to play optimally. Double crit but then double flat subs. I mean, if I get nothing better and I roll 4 times crit, I almost surely will throw this out though, but like, it's just a starter piece. Only because it's double high roll, I'm freezing it even. Attack goblets can be good. I want to play an attack goblet on my Durin for the C1 buff. Remember when there was a premier DPS? Yeah, like in 1.0. Because it just didn't have characters. He's split into playstyles? I mean, that's a pretty cool aspect about him. It doesn't make one playstyle, like the existence of another playstyle doesn't make one of them worse. And the charge attack playstyle, by the way, is the one you want to be doing. Not the normal attacks. But the normal attacks are playable as well, just worse. Newman was never a premier Geo DPS, no.
装置対象安全距離
お静かに目を閉して
伝えてある
Attack, crit damage, HP, ER, no. I mean, she was an alright DPS for the overworld, but like...
防衛モード起動
That doesn't say much. Oops, I didn't switch quickly enough.
いやさいや死の底
伝えてある
Who was a premier? There were no premier Geo DPSs, honestly. Until like Navia. And even then she wasn't like... that amazing. Okay, this can be nice. Crit damage ER EM? It was a premier DPS? Not really, no. Oh, that's decent. For his, he was worse than Xiangling when he released. Like, sure, he was the best Geo option, but Geo was not good still. You need some Geo up for the Wolf Lord, but you'll be better off playing a different team with a Geo sub DPS. You would just be better off putting Ningguang in your Futao team than playing a Geo team. Oh, what was this jump? He hasn't done that before.
夜ですね
Nah, Shironen actually works worse with Geo than with other elements. With Geo, Shironen has a restriction where you cannot play more than 2 Geo characters or she stops working. Her kit just breaks if you have 3 Geo in the team. She no longer heals, she no longer buffs. She becomes a terrible main DPS when you have 3 Geo characters. So she actually is worse for Geo than for other elements. I mean, other than Anemo and Dendro, that she cannot buff at all. Can be worse than Cryo? What do you mean? Cryo has been good for a lot of time. Like, first we got Blizzard Strayer, and Cryo was great. It kinda started falling off in like the second half of Inazuma, and then was like bad for a while. But then Escoffier came and now Cryo is amazing again. So it's a bit of an ebb and flow, but it is great now, and it was great in the beginning, in the early days. She works well with Zibai? Not really, no. Shironen is pretty bad with Zibai. Because the scroll set doesn't work. You don't want Shironen in your Zibai teams. Zibai is an upcoming Geo main DPS. Finally we will get a premier Geo DPS option, a premium Geo DPS. Hutao got a big buff this patch. With a great wheelchair core of Columbina Inefa. Oops. Crit damage, crit rate, ER. Nah, double flat subs. Double crit? On defense stance? Those are like the maximum rolls you can get here. Maximum crit rate, maximum crit damage, but it's only a 2-liner. Chiori is not a DPS. What do you mean? How can she be a premier DPS if she's not a DPS in the first
吸引
place?
テスト開始。
お静かにほらさいやさ死の底へ
Oh, this was fast. We have some revisionist history right here, man. No one could beat her domain? Bro. You don't need to expose yourself to somebody who doesn't read. She's a main DPS if you pull C6. Then Chiori is a main DPS. And a pretty good one, actually. C6 Chiori is a good main DPS. But I doubt you are talking about this. Oops.
お静かに
Wait, actually maybe using 2 Sucrose Ease to burst faster with flames actually boosts my clear time. Ooh.
伝えてある
Right now Chiori has worse damage than Albedo actually. In the Hutao domain there was like a puzzle where you would continuously go in circles until you did something. You needed to do something to break the loop, but I don't remember what the something was. Oh, that's a good piece. I do like that, if we can just dodge the defense percent. Could be a great piece for Durin. Or Klee. Anybody really. Albedo is great now. Albedo got buffed as well.
絶縁障壁吸引テスト開始。
ほらお静かにとさいやいやは
Where is my energy? What? Why am I not getting energy?
目を閉じたし
Huh?
伝えてある
What's he even do? Off-field geo damage. But so he does off-field geo damage and gives an EM buff to your team. But now they doubled his damage, made it so that when the flower breaks, he's not cooked anymore. He can still continue doing damage, and also gave him a 42% damage bonus buff. So he's pretty cracked right now, actually. There is a team building restriction for him though. You need to play him with one of the other buffed Mondstadt characters, because they are like they are called the Hexarai characters. It's Sucrose, Fischl, Razor, Mona, Venti, Albedo, Klee, and also the upcoming Varka. They are all Hexarai characters, and you need to play 2 of them, and also Durin. You need to play 2 of them, and then they can activate their buffed passives. Klee is a great DPS right now. Klee C1 is as good as Arlecchino now, and you can get Klee C1 for free from the Constellation Selector. How's arming going? I got 1 good piece so far, but it might roll badly, we'll have to see. He buffs Plunge. The reason why his C4 buffs Plunge is because the elevator was supposed to be like a plunge tool.
ほらいや
One point was a different time.
暗闇はこう
The gameplay Hoyo envisioned was that you use Albedo's E, ride the elevator, and then plunge down on enemies. That's why his C4 is plunge buffs. Kave was almost back, but then they nerfed Bloom's self-damage. Oh, this is pretty decent actually. It's a 3-liner though. I mean, they won't do reworks, but they do buffs. They have shown that they are willing to do
テ
buffs.
スト開始。安全距離。
目を閉じたお静かにいや
Hey, it's faster if I do 2 East on Sucrose for more energy. Maybe I should put Fav on my
伝
Sucrose
えてある
to clear faster here. No, we don't want HP percent anywhere near these artifacts. I mean, they add new mechanics to the kits. Like I said, Albedo gives damage bonus, they doubled his damage,
吸引テスト開始
and gave him quality of life buffs as well,
静かに
where his flower doesn't break anymore.
いや
You can first see what has happened, to then think what might happen in the future, right? Because like you don't know about these buffs,
伝えてある
so it's hard for you to like talk about buffs in general when you don't know what has happened, no? Oh, no instructors.
防衛モード6308式ユニットキュッ
ほらお静かに夜ですね
伝えてある
And Shenhe, while not amazing, is actually playable right now. She's one of the good options in Skark teams as the final slot. She's not like exceptional, definitely replaceable, but good. Sometimes the best. And Skark was the like second strongest DPS.
絶縁
Maybe now it's like fifth at worst. Oops.
ほらお静かに
No, it's only the characters I mentioned before.
死の速
Sucrose, Fischl, Razor, Albedo Klee, Mona Venti. Some buffs are bigger, some smaller. Like Sucrose's buff is absolutely tiny, but Sucrose has already been broken since 1.0, so she didn't need any buffs. If Skark is second, who's the best? Mavuika. Why does Rekinoland? She was in like the tier below Mavuika Skark, because it was like Mavuika Skark at the top, and then like the tier below characters, and she was like there. In the best non-Mavuika, non-Skark teams. Right now we got Columbina though, and now like the Columbina teams are Mavuika level or even higher. And by Columbina teams I mean Columbina Inefa, Columbina Lauma, and Columbina Zibai. They're pretty much all the same thing. Ooh, I burst so quickly he didn't even die.
伝えてある
The thing with Mavuika is that people find the new better combos for Mavuika every patch. That can get pretty dank actually. You like pre-cancel animations and stuff like that. Mavuika is the most technical character in the game, which actually is like pretty cool. It's nice when the strong characters are actually like harder to play. One issue is that the new strongest characters, the Columbina teams, they aren't really nearly as hard to play. Because this what I'm playing right now is one of the strongest teams in the game. Does Phoenix deal more damage than Mavuika? Mavuika without combos for sure. Mavuika without combos is not even the best DPS. And never has been. Or like, I mean, probably has been at release. But even when you are doing the Mavuika combos, this team deals more damage. But with Inefa Columbina, Flames himself does not deal as much damage as Mavuika. How good is Flames? Part of one of the best teams in the game, but he's the least vital part of the team. He's the most replaceable. If I stand further away, I have more time to catch particles with flames for a faster burst. And Nefer teams are just as good. Maybe can get a bit better, but Nefer actually has like execution difficulty. Man, we are really not making much progress in terms of getting good artifacts. We actually got a very nice new tool like a DPS check dummy, where you can actually see the like damage distribution for the team. You can do like rotations for like 2 minutes or however long you want, and then you can like check your damage distribution and stuff. And when I tried my Flynn's team, Flynn's was like 40%, Inefa like 30, and Columbina 20. So he was doing less than half of the team's damage. Almost half, but less than half. Nah, this is a bad piece. ER crit rate HP Sans, no. Double crit ER? No attack percent? And the 3-liner? Nah. I'm not gonna save cope. If I don't get any good pieces today, so be it. I'm not gonna save absolute cope.
吸引テスト開始。
目を閉してお静かに。
Oops.
伝えてある。
My favorite part of Genshin is the world building. Not even the story. I do like the story, but the world building is my favorite part. How lore is like incorporated into gameplay elements as well. Do you think there are any flaws? Every story has flaws, and definitely Genshin's story has flaws as well. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it's definitely flawed in many ways.
伝えてある。
Am I gonna do a world quest today? We'll see if I have time. Not sure. Not Code Geass? You think Code Geass is a flawless story? You think that one scene with like that mind-controlled girl by accident, that was a perfect scene? Bro. I liked Code Geass a lot, but it was definitely not a perfect story. Of course! Bro. For sure it was. I mean, no story is flawless. Even the biggest masterpieces in the world are not flawless. And definitely not Code Geass.
死の底へ。
伝えてある。
The thing that I don't like about Star Rally's world building is that the devs just don't care as much. For example, Bellobox lore being absolutely cooked because for some reason they made a quest where Link says that Pela is 16 years old, but then we also know that Pela was in a band with Cocolia when Cocolia was studying, and that must have been at least 10 years ago and probably more like 20. So Pela was in a band before she was born. It's like I can't really get into the lore when parts of it don't make any sense, right? The lore has to make sense for me to be into the lore. Ah, the new Penaconycus was actually one of the best parts. That is actually great. Sin, but we are not saying that Code Geass is a bad anime. We are just saying that it's not flawless because nothing is flawless. Oh, this could be a good piece if we roll ER on it. Oh no, this is Tiny Miracle. Oh my god, man. This is not instructors. Welp. Unfortunate. I almost got excited for a second.
流れて防衛モード安全距離
I mean, inconsistencies
ほらお静かに
are not the only kind of flaws there can be. Bad pacing can be a flaw. Characters making nonsensical decisions can be a flaw.
伝えてある
Why is Argenti? That once again is one of the better parts. Argenti being everywhere. Some things don't have to like make logical sense if they're just funny.
満ちてソース採取安全距離確認吸引
ほら目を閉してふっや暗闇はこう
伝えてある
What are the good pieces, man? Okay, this is like playable. No attack percent though is pretty bad if I want to play this on Inefa. Nah, like it really needs attack percent to be great for Inefa.
防衛モード6308
お静かに目を閉してさあ
伝えてある
He'll just answer yes to this. Oh no, you answered no? What do you mean? But yeah, I mean, if it's not the best, that means it could have been better. That's a flaw. Unrealized potential? That can also be a flaw.
流れて安全距離確認吸引
ほら
Whoops, I was not hitting the enemy. I was too far away from him.
夜です
A flaw doesn't have to be a plot hole inconsistency, Sinbad. A flaw can just be subpar
伝え
writing.
てある
Even if you just read something and you are kinda like, ah, the vibe is a bit off here, you know? That can already be a flaw. But we are not literally critics, so we might not be able to articulate it perfectly well. It's gonna be like, yeah, the vibe is off. Like in that one mind-controlled genocide scene, the vibe was definitely off there. I mean, it's not personal preferences if most people think that when reading the story. Oh, I did like no damage with this, what? Yeah, I'm trying too hard to just get max energy.
伝えてある
Let me check when I watched Code Geass. Sort by title. I watched Code Geass in 2015, 11 years ago. Whew, it's been a moment. Hello, Vegan Organic? Oh my god, this is going terribly so far. How's the news, Stygian? So far just farming artifacts. Spent like thousands of resin. So far not great.
お静かに目を閉してせいやと死の底へ
But what do you mean a sentence that has no flaws?
伝えてある
Oh, this is playable. Oh, Pizza Hut product placement. Double crit? No. I want 3-liners, man. Okay, we'll check her in a sec. Then just do one more clear.
6308式ユニット急
We're gonna see the HP of the enemies. Home Digicat was always where I would check. Unfortunately, they might not be doing leaks anymore, but you can definitely still check live info. So homedigicat.wiki. Oops.
伝えてある
Wait, where did I just go? Genshin Impact, Stygian Onslaught. Actually, they don't have like the future one anymore, but they have the current one. So it's 12 million for the horse, 23 million in Dire, 9.2 million for this guy, 17 in Dire, and then 8.5 million, 14 in Dire. Oh, this guy has the smallest jump from Fearless to Dire. Oh yeah, I was supposed to check the Skirk. You think both invalid? That doesn't make something not a flaw. If it doesn't bother you, that doesn't mean it's not a flaw. Okay, Skirk. I mean, you don't get to change the definition of a word for the sake of your argument, though. So yeah, Skirk got C2, got the double crown and the weapon, that's all great. Attack percent, you do get a bunch of attack from C2 and the weapon, so you won't have to worry too much about that. Then you have 82 crit rate, she gets plus 15 from Cryores, so that's 97, pretty lovely, almost 100%. 240 crit damage. Does she get any more? Oh yeah, she gets more crit damage from the weapon. Yeah, 40 more, so this is like 280. The air subs are a bit of a waste, but not that big of a deal. This piece is already good anyways. And yeah, cryo damage is probably what you want to play when you have C2. Yeah, it looks super solid. This is not terrible. Double crit attack with ER? Better than the piece I got so far. HP sounds on the attack set, not what we want. Oh, this is a great feather though. On instructors. In what world do I play an attack circlet? In the world where Durin has an attack scaling buff on C1. I probably will not play an attack circlet, but it's definitely, like, there is definitely merit to it.
安全距離確認吸引
いや暗闇は怖いですか
Okay guys, don't argue too much. Leave this topic aside and just chill out. Colmina got here yesterday, so artifacts are kinda rough. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, she's here. I want to say there is no Colmina, there is Colmina. So, level 80 so far. Yeah, definitely you will want to ascend her when you get the weekly boss mats and the flowers. Level 90 will be good. 10 levels 8, 6. Make sure to level up the burst now, because both of the talents are just as good pretty much. Burst will be cheaper to level, so just get burst to 8, then both to 9. Maybe crown both eventually. Prototype Amber, amazing weapon. Great free-to-play option. And then yeah, HP. You do have good ER substats, so yeah, you are definitely chilling on ER. Even if you had a bit less, even if you lost like 20%, you would probably still be fine. But having a bit too much is better than not having enough. Now, your crit is absolutely cooked though. Yeah, you have 11 crit subs. That ain't it. That ain't it. You have almost as many attack subs as crit subs. Actually, you have more defense and attack combined than crit. So definitely still work to be done. Also, this is not even the set you probably want to play. I see you also have Inefa Flins, so this is probably the team you want to play, right? Flins, Inefa, Columbina, and then Sucrose ideally in the final slot. In this team you don't play Columbina on Morningstar, because Flins gets Knight, right? That's a given. And then Sucrose plays Vivi. Those two like are set in stone. And then you need one more character to play Silk and Moon. But Inefa deals more damage than Columbina. So you want to play the DPS set, Morningstar on Inefa, and you want to play Silk and Moon, the support set, on Columbina, right? So ideally swap them around. Will be a bit better than this way around. Oh boy, holy up. Okay, where were we? Crit rate, ER, attack. Nah, it's a 3-liner and doesn't even have double crit. I mean, Columbina and Inefa want similar pieces, it's just that Inefa wants attack while Columbina wants HP. Other than that, they want the same stats though. They both want crit, ER, EM. So unless you crafted HP pieces specifically, then I guess you did craft HP pieces, right? If you did, then that's a bit of a waste, yeah. In that team specifically. Morningstar is definitely playable on Columbina, but more so in like Z-Buy teams than Lunar Charge teams. Oops. Pyro damage bonus. Where's my burst, man? Sometimes it takes so much time for my burst to come up. Crit damage attack ER. I might save this simply because like I'm kinda losing hope a bit. Random mats on weeklies. You can reroll you can craft the weekly boss mats into other ones if you have Dream Solvents. And you get Dream Solvents from just clearing bosses. If you are doing 3 bosses per week, which you should be doing, you can easily build up a nice stash of Dream Solvents to just get any match you want. They gave the skins from NC for free? Yes. You need to complete the latest story quest, because there is actually lore behind the outfit. This might be good if we ever get... If Sandrone is a Lunar Crystallized sub DPS, this would be good for her. I kinda doubt, but let's save it to just to be sure. This is kinda bad, but again, we are kinda coping at this point. EM crit rate attack. Crit damage EM attack. Maybe this rolls like ER. Weekly bosses just give you good stuff. They give you artifacts, they give you Mora, they give you weapon billets, the crystals. It's only 30 resin. I clear weekly bosses every week, even though I have hundreds of their
装
mats.
置対象安全距離確認
ほら暗闇は怖いですか
I think I can open my inventory here though. Oh no, yeah, I can only see artifacts. I cannot show my thingies. Trolling in Connect 4? What do you mean by trolling? Making dumb moves on purpose, or are you like stalling? That would be very unpolite. This might be decent. It's kinda bad. We really need double crit, man. How they said which ones to do? Usually the ones where I have the fewest mats, so the 3 newest ones. Or sometimes just a random boss. You know, I did like... Sometimes I feel like doing Andrius. And sometimes I will clear like Dvalin. It just like depends. But usually just the most recent ones. 2 or 3 most recent bosses. And then maybe 1 random one, if I only cleared 2 so far. ER Sans. I might just save ER Sans. Oops, I can't click. Although, oftentimes ER Sans is the piece that you play like the 5-star offset. You can also play a crit rate hat for Favonius though. Almost everybody you play against is practically blind, so you usually line up 3 early, and they think they are going to win, you just place it in the spot. When I play Connect 4, I'm the blind one usually. Yeah, these pieces ain't it. What was this? No, 80%. 7 more fragiles until I give up. I will save 5 fragiles, because I want to have like, you know, a few. Just in case I mess something up. Like forget about an event that gives double resin spending.
夜ですね
伝えてやる
Like, this is not a good piece. But I might have to like save it. You see that when I like freeze a piece? No, it's not anymore, but like the way these get like shortened, this kind of shifts when I freeze a piece. I will show you next time on the next drop. It kind of bothers me.
流れて装置対象6308式ユニットキュッ
ほらサク
So we clear here, grab this. Wait, I cleared in 8 seconds right now? How do I even do that? See this? This says like Dawn Brilliant Oath and like nothing else. Or a note in Spring's Leech. And if I freeze a piece, are any of those freeze worthy? No, but if I freeze a piece, look at this. It became bigger. Oh yeah, that's what happens. It becomes bigger and then like the dots appear. The font becomes bigger when I freeze a piece. I would be a good software tester. I am a software tester actually. That is my job. Not this kind of software though. Boring software. Oh, that's out of instructor's pieces. The font becomes bigger when I lock something. But yeah, all of these were garbage, right? Why click if I didn't use sucrose? No, sucrose gives me energy. It can even sometimes be faster to stay longer and do 2 E's. And I get more energy on Flint and I can burst faster. Because I'm waiting for Flint's burst to kill anyways, right?
伝えてやる
No space left in artifact inventory. Let's save some 1 stars. Also, I might have some like instructors 4 stars. Oh wait, these are not selected because I cannot select more than 1,000 pieces anyways. Okay, that's fine. Double E to get more energy. More particles, and then I burst faster with fleens. Although whether it's faster here or not kinda depends. In this like grindy environment. But yeah, I was also doing this when I was facing this boss in Stygian last time in Dire. Dash cancel what? The Sucrose E? Is it even faster?
移して
Oops.
吸引テスト開始安全
Oh, maybe it is actually.
目を閉じてやっとさあ死の
Yeah,
底
sure.
へ
Thanks for the tip.
伝えてある
What are these?
満ちて掃除対象6308式ユニット
Yeah, it's definitely faster. Like, way faster. Yeah, 8 seconds.
伝えてある
I don't do dash forward, because if I dash forward, I catch the particles on sucrose. But if I dash like to the side or back, even, I mean more like to the side, then they are in the air long enough that Prince can catch them. So I don't want to go forward. Okay, this is like something, but no ER, no EM. Hmm.
流れ6308式ユニット
目を閉じてさっと暗闇は怖い
伝えてある
Not good enough. A piece? No attack percent, no ER. Actually, those were attack sounds. They can have attack percent, but no ER. 3-liner. No EM either. Man. Maybe this is playable. We're entering cope territory, because one last run for now. Whoops. Ah! I'm switching. I'm trying to switch too fast. And then I'm like not switching at all because of the switch cooldown.
死の底へ
Okay, last
伝えてある
leyline blossom. For now. We spent 40 fragiles, 3 transients, 5 condensed, and 160 regular resin. Yeah, this is fine. 3-liner though, no ER, no EM. Defense cap. Do we ever want a defense cap? For instructors Goro. Double def, yeah. I mean, this is also pretty unlikely to roll well because of that. For Shironen? I mean, yeah, sure. Could all roll into dev though. Okay, I got one piece that I'm like pretty excited about. And then everything else is kinda like cope at best. There is one flower. This is like the one great piece I got. We plus 20 it immediately. Or like plus 18, because I might get the double bonus, right? So surely we just dodged the death percent on my one great piece that I got. It's fine. 3.5 here, 7.0 twice here. Decently high rolls. It's okay. Any playable feathers? The game recommends this to me over this, and honestly that's true. This is a better piece for Durin. The one with the 4-liner with attack ER. And this one this doesn't have attack percent, which is kinda cooked for Durin. I will never reroll a flower. Flowers and feathers are too easy to get to waste reroll mats on. Five times bonus? Yeah, no. Nah, it's just bad. What do you mean depends on your resources? The feathers are as limited as they get when it comes to resources. Do I even level this to +20? I mean, maybe for now, maybe not. Let's check the other ones. This might actually be decent. Like, even if we... Like, it doesn't have crit damage, sure, but has attack crit rate. If we just roll on top here, maybe like one ER roll as well. Let's go like +12. Republican farm artifact as much, so it's even more important that you actually save your rerolls for better pieces and not waste them on garbage. A bit. The AR is a bit extreme, but those are like good stats we rolled into. Not flat death, at least. AR can be useful for like first wave of Stygian Dire. Yeah, Varka's gonna most likely play attack. Because he deals both Anemo and Pyro damage. Or like, whatever you want him to deal actually. Anemo and whatever. But mostly Pyro. Wait, did I throw... Oh no, I have 1 stars, okay. Double bonus! Okay, crit rate low roll. I mean, it's a piece. How much ER do I have right now in like total? 33. This is actually like possibly even better than my Noblesse. Here we had this great 4-liner, but it has no attack percent. Which is a shame for sure. And this is pretty terrible actually. Yeah, my artifacts on Durin were not great in the first place, so those could be upgrades. We didn't get any playable attack goblets. This 4-star one is actually prioritized by the game over the 5 stars. Didn't even know that can be a thing. And I might actually prefer this over these Cope crit damage hats with no attack percent on them. Let's check out your Skirk. That's my Skirk. Yeah, I was like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, the same setup as I do. C1 with Mist Splitter? I'm like, wait, that's familiar. Yeah. I did notice, because somebody redeemed, I think, Flynn's? And I didn't notice until I was like halfway there through the review. Here I noticed immediately though. I mean, I didn't look at my name, I didn't notice this, or my UID. But I did notice that this is my Skirk. Marishuse can be the better set, especially because I already have good pieces on Marishuse. But you need to be very careful about your crit rate. You cannot play Sig with this. If you pulled Sig, you cannot play Marishuse. It's like just banned. You cannot. And Sig is better. Sig with new set is definitely better over Mist Splitter with Marishuse. But, you know, I just didn't pull Sig. Instead I pulled C1. And when you don't have her Sig, Marishuse is actually usually the better set with a crit damage weapon. It's very close in terms of damage, but it's not a waste of resin to farm. Like, it's useful for more than one character. So yeah. Because you get 15 from Cryo Resonance and then 36 from this. This is 96 crit rate. With only 45 here. So it's pretty tight when it comes to crit rate. So it's hard to get a lot of crit subs. Even this, like, I only have 23 crit subs, but 11 attack subs. So here I like make up the difference with just getting a lot of attack percent. I think I usually also played an attack goblet on her. But I think I took it for like Inefa or something. That's why she has a cryo goblet now. Although I don't remember exactly. Maybe this is what I wanted to play? I don't remember. Not sure if I optimized her or not, actually. Okay, let's switch him over to this. Right? This. Wait, so this is 7.8... 15? No, this is 14. 14 crit value. And this is... Wait, these are the same... Yeah, it's exactly the same. This one has more defense percent, so we go for this one first, right? We will be tankier. The only difference is 5.8, 6.6. I believe in this piece, actually. I'm going plus 20. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, chat. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not feeling the second one though. Here we'll go slowly. But at least I got a double bonus. See ya, Fat. Good luck on the counting session. Lesson, thingy, whatever. Okay. 2.7, got the low roll. This might be our off piece. Oh my god. I mean, my current piece is not better than this. Like, if I can roll crit once more, then we like are even. Right? Cope. Oh, double bonus. Oh my, I did not roll. Yeah. So, this piece is actually better. It rolled higher. The single crit roll here was higher. It also has more defense. It's strictly better than the one on the left. Oh my god, man. Oh, but I don't have any goblets. Oh, we are so cooked. Let's level up this attack, double critter. Good broke team to play for the second boss in Stygian. For Fearless. Because there are two ways you can go about this. Either like overwhelming brute force, which pretty much means Scarecrow, Mavuika, premium teams, or electrocharged. With electrocharged you have a lot of more leeway. So if you have like a Varesa, you can put Varesa with Furina even if you don't have, you know, Columbina or Inefa. Flints of course, but that's like a no-brainer. Outside of these two though, it gets tougher. Overall Mavuika possibly could work. You would need to play Mavuika well though. If you have Varesa, it's better to go Electrocharged Varesa than trying to go for Mavuika team. Ideally, if you could put Varesa with Columbina, would make the boss way easier. But even if your Columbina is taken or if you don't have Columbina, just going like Varesa with Furina can also be good. Just like any sort of Hydro. Because when you affect the shield with Electrocharged, it recovers slower. Because normally, as you beat the shield up, it recovers HP, right? But if the shield is affected by Electrocharged, it takes more damage from the Electrocharged reaction itself, but also the regeneration gets way slowed down. So you have more time to actually defeat the shield. And once the shield is down, the boss just like doesn't do much. Until like a minute later it gets a second shield. So if you can just destroy the shields decently quickly, you don't need that much damage to kill him. You don't use for any minute, but your Nuvilet is already bricked. I guess that's pretty rough. I wish I could have a piece like this on this set. And this golden troop piece, it's like too bad to even keep. I mean, yeah, like, I farmed golden troop for so long. Okay. Huh? Huh? See this? We are cooking here with this attack piece. One more crit roll? Since we're gonna fish, it had ER, bro. That's a wasted stat on Fischl. My Fischl has way better pieces. One more crit roll? Oh man, why did you do this to me? We'll still play this, I guess. Do I really play this? But I need an offset goblet. My offset goblets are so... I might just craft a goblet right now. And we played these suns? Oh my god. What have I done to my poor boy? I mean, this is 94 crit rate. 94 crit, 146 crit damage? We would kinda want more crit damage. Oh, I do get 16 from this, actually. So 94 crit rate, 172 crit damage, 30 ER? I do want this ER actually, so that's good. Kratos reroll. Reroll what? None of these pieces is reroll worthy. 3-liner with 2 bad subs. 3-liner with... This is like an off-piece 3-liner with 2 bad subs, so that's like the worst combination possible. Bad main stat, 3-liner with a bad sub. I mean, I guess there are really no good subs left, so the defense can be like pardoned, but still a 3-liner and not the ideal main stat. And this is Flower Feather. Reroll the craft? I mean, we just craft and get a perfect piece that way, no? That's the plan. Do I have something nice to throw? Not really. What is this? Healing bonus? Oh yeah, it's the days pass thingy. I guess this can be okay. Oops. So we go like this. Attack double crit goblet. It's a bit of a waste to craft an attack goblet, because attack goblets are more common than damage bonus goblets. But it's probably okay. It's probably worth it. But maybe I craft a crit hat, because attack goblet, it could also be for Varka in the future. It's not only for Durin. Yeah. I might need multiple attack goblets. Yeah. There's still a lot, but like if I were to waste them, like I wouldn't have a lot anymore. Right, I gotta be careful with those. But yeah, the reason why I'm okay with this craft is because both Varka and Durin will need attack goblets on this set, or really want attack goblets on this set. So that's why. Because if not for Varka and I only had like Klee and Durin, they both they want different goblets. So maybe I would rather craft Sans or a hat. Sans are only 2 to craft. And then attack Sans are both good for Klee and Durin. Because if only one character needs a piece like this, and I get a better one in the future, then this is wasted, right? But even if I get a better attack goblet in the future, this can still be good on the other character. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that's nice. But the low rolls are not, and the 3-line. Yeah. I would, even if they were on different teams, I wouldn't want to switch artifacts between them. But yeah, our competition is not too steep. We only rolled crit 3 times. We get a minimum of 2 crit rolls. So this is like always better actually. This is always better, even worst case scenario. Two crit rolls, 2 ER rolls. I actually have too much ER right now. No, that's fine. We dodged the HP. It's not ideal, but it's fine. Yeah, the final roll was guaranteed crit. 7%, pretty high. $86 to 180. 170. Almost a perfect ratio. What's Varga's hair requirement? I absolutely have no idea. He looks like a character that just doesn't build ER and bursts when he can though. But this is just like vibes only. Yeah, even the set just gives me so much attack. The set is so stacked. 25 attack percent and 20 crit rate. It's definitely worth playing. And so much ER I will be chilling in Stygian. Let's check this piece out by the way as well. Okay. 14%, not sure. Was this a high roll? I don't remember what the initial roll was, but having 14 means on average we got 7% each roll, so that's good. That's 3.5. Pretty high as well. Not the highest, but pretty high. Don't get me too excited. Ah, got the flat HP. Is it even good now if it rolls crit once more? Which piece would I rather play on Klee? Honestly, neither of them. They are both cope. This has higher crit rolls. But this one has ER. I mean, if either of them rolls crit again, that's the one I want to play. By the way, see the value of all the 1-stars I'm farming? I would not have this artifact EXP if not for those. If not for the 1-star artifacts I farm daily. Okay. That's like... not the worst. Venti, Varka, Durin and Bennett. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the best team. If this rolls crit as well, if this like high rolls crit damage or something, then it's better. ER. Intriguing. But probably unnecessary. Yeah, these flowers are kinda all pretty bad, all the other ones. But yeah, my flower is like my best piece so far. Six Sansa might be better? Why would she be? You already get the Bennett buff and you build attack as well on Varka. And you need to play... Don't you need to play 2 of the same element for best results? I'm pretty sure you need to play 2 of the same element in your like other 2 slots. Otherwise, Columbina and Nefa would be the best team. But I'm pretty sure if both are the same, you get some extra buff. But yeah, even if you could play a different character, you wouldn't put Janssen there. I don't think. He also doesn't move all that much in his like attack combo. He has like a little dash, but then he kinda stays in place. So he wouldn't max out the buff that easily. Do I craft attack suns as well? I might need like 3 copies of attack suns. The EM suns I got are actually way better than any of the attack suns I got. Or do I level any of the single critters? Like, this is not the worst thing ever, but it's pretty bad. I mean, it's good if you like EM and ER. Durin doesn't care much for either though. Unless you go like full vape. But I would play EM Suns probably. I have the attack hat still. How much attack do I have right now? 3000. But yeah, that's good for C1. Because C1 is an attack scaling buff. I would ideally want a crit hat though. I mean, this was slightly promising. Maybe just roll 5 times crit rate or something. Let's just plus 20 it. Two EM, one low roll crit rate. That's not the worst. For like vape Mona. For Swirl Varka. Or maybe one day we get Lunar Vaporize. Okay, I mean we dodged death percent. It's probably worse than my current piece though. How much do we care about crit damage over attack? Which one is more future proof? It's impossible to tell. Durin is more useful in more teams right now. Because when it comes to meta teams, Escoffier is like only for Skerk. Durin is a bit more universal. But I guess Escoffier's best team is better than Durin's best team. Because Skerk, once again. Okay, we farmed a lot. Left with nothing. Moonlight, sure. How strong is C6 Durin? His cons are pretty solid. So, C1, this is like Shenhe wheels. C2, 50% damage bonus to the team. C4, 40% damage bonus for Durin. And you get extra quills from C1. Only matters if you consume them all, which I'm not sure how common that is actually. And then C6 is 30% defense ignore for Durin, then 30% defense ignore for the team, or 40% defense ignore for Durin himself again. So like if you go dark mode, Durin gets 70% def ignore from the C6, and if you go light mode, it's 30% for the entire team. Actually no, it's 60 for Durin, and then 30 for the rest of the team. That's pretty stacked. You need that ER? The ER on my Durin here? I actually do want some. Because I had the 30% before, when I was playing him with Varesa in Stygian, because I need to be able to burst in the first rotation with Durin. Because the teams where you play Durin often will rely on the Pyro. On the Circlet. I mean, this one sub is useful. And this, I mean, it's like whatever. Like, I don't need more ER than I already have. So going from this to this is like not necessarily an upgrade. I already have enough. So this is a bit worse in terms of substat value. Better main stat though, probably. I'm not even 100% sure though. I need to like test it out actually. I can go and test it out against the training dummy. I should have also tested out like Noblesse. Noblesse Durin. Before switching to Day Carved from Rising Winds. The set goes very well with... like the crit and attack bonus goes very well with C2 damage percent. But first I need to visit my teapot. So what does it make him do true damage? Yeah, 70% defense ignore by himself. If you play him with Klee, who gives 23%. Klee C2, 23%. That's already 93% def ignore. You could add like a Lisa for the final a little bit, but at that point you're already pretty happy with the 93% def ignore you are getting. More Puzzle Pulse? Might be the last 10 I craft though. I feel like 200 will be good enough. Okay, so that's it, right? Yeah.
同点につい
Can I go to Miliastra from the teapot, or will it say you can do this in co-op mode? Oh, Miliastra doesn't even show up here. Alright, actually, does it never show up? Do I need to go like through here? Oh, you can go to Miliastra from your teapot? What? Why can I go to Miliastra but not to like Imaginarium Theater? Why? Huh? I'm so mad right now, man. Can I change artifacts in this view, by the way? But yeah, let's first clean. Durin. Fischl Chevrus, right?
力になれるように頑張るよ。
I cannot change his artifacts. So I will need to exit out? Or can I change artifacts in game? Probably not either. Yeah, no. So I need to quit out, change stuff. New update view 105. Because energy says like my weekend scare can start with full energy, so work around pre-stack the elemental burst. It's currently not possible to show elemental mastery, it's currently not possible to get additional energy recharge and elemental mastery in the stats editor. It's currently not possible to change party members or equip inside the game. So returns the Milia lobby or Tevat. Lunar reactions don't appear in the reaction tracker. Ooh. So that's why it didn't show anything for my fleens. Okay, so wait, what is my rotation even supposed to be? Durin, Burst E into Fischl. What weapon do I have on Fischl? I think I still have Polar Star. So it should be like basic charged burst, Chevrus hold E, and Klee burst E. Let me move my cam a bit so that you can see the DPS number, because that's all it's about. It's about the number.
運命の変わり目。気をつけて。
Oh, that was so slow.
全部ドカーンボンボン爆弾やあへいおーやあへいははよいやいや
Okay, so this is like 115k at the peak. One rotation. And let me check with a crit damage shot on Durin. I hope it will be a bit stronger with C2 Durin. It was a bit disappointing, honestly. But we still have a lot of damage to gain, actually, because I don't have the new set on Klee. So Klee is gaining like at least 10%. Wait, can I enter my inventory in Tevat? It seems like I should be able to change artifacts here, right? Yeah. Let's change here and see. It was 115k before. I mean, this is Klee C1, or no, Klee C2 during C2. Will it slow me down? Maybe.
申請任せて。
お嬢
武器を捨てろ火力全開弾けろおお
This is worse. It's almost the same, but slightly worse. So before my peak was 115k, here my peak was 114k. Although honestly it could be down to like me doing like the official part of the rotation faster or slower. Wait, what weapon does my Klee have actually? Wait. I might be losing a little bit of damage on my Klee. Let me just check. And this would like explain a lot if that's the case. Yeah, I have the Doko Tails. Okay, this team is not that bad. Okay, I have the Doko Tails and 4-piece Wanderer's Rope. Yeah, this click can deal like double the damage.
爆弾持ちすぎたのかな。
60 to 183. Okay, let's go with let's check it one time with an actual weapon. I'm an OG. And let's go with the attack one, because that was like a tiny bit better, I think. Wait, I have a 5-piece Day Carved. Wait, I don't need to play this garbage. I can play a good piece somewhere. Yo. I forgot. This would be nice to play, but it's unclear right now. The good pieces are taken by important characters, unfortunately. Xiao is not an important character, we can take from him, or we could take this. Unless I want like a... Nah, the Flower Feather are fine. The ER I'm getting here doesn't like make it better in the tester, because I start with full energy. $10.20, 9.321. It's like the same piece, man. 0.8. This is slightly better. Yeah, 90 crit rate to like 180-ish crit damage almost. Bunch of ER, 3k attack. So now... Now we can do some real damage. Also, going through multiple rotations could even raise this number a bit. Because in the first rotation, I start from 0, but then in the second rotation, Durin's burst is like always up. So if I do 2 rotations, my DPS might rise a bit, from like 115 to like 120, like in the previous one. And here it will be even better, because I actually have a crit rate weapon on Klee. Whoops, I didn't switch in time. Yeah, this is much more like it. Oh, I don't have energy on me. Okay, here we go. 160k? Let's go. What? Fischl deals more damage than Durin? What? Okay, that's kinda cracked. I like this much more. Giving Klee a 5-star weapon increased this team's damage by like 40%? Wait, because now we are 160, now I'm like 160k. Before it was like 150 on a good day. So that's a difference of 45k. Yeah, that's like 40% more damage.
あれ
Should it be that much? Also, I was like a bit slow at the beginning. Why is it so much more? Like a 5-star weapon should not be 40% better than a 4-star. It's a bad 4-star though. Best 5-star versus bad 4-star. 40%? By the way, Fischl triggered 17 overloads and Klee triggered 0. That's kinda bad. I mean, cause like, if Klee was the one triggering overloads, then I would get extra procs from Fischl's A4. But because Fischl is the one triggering overloads, that means that I don't get any extra procs. But that's fine, I mean, that's like kinda inevitable. And my ER on Klee is a bit on the lower side, I might need more. So yeah, my Klee team is much stronger than your Arlecchino then. Still weaker than the Flint's team though. But Klee has room to grow. If I get the new artifact set on Klee, this might actually be as good as my Flint's team. 180k? Klee kinda cracked. Are these people waiting for the envelopes? How the 40 flares go? Not that well, no. I got one, like, pretty good piece. Wait, let me grab this first. Got my daily runs, just testing DPS, which is nice. Still need to do, like, more matches and more different Wonderlands, but that's fine, we can do this later. It's only Wednesday. So, I only have this set on my Durin. There is no way I can make two functioning sets. The flower is the piece that I'm pretty happy about, but that's my only flower that like was double crit. I mean, I guess there's this, but it doesn't have attack percent, so it's kind of bad. Maybe I should level this, because I don't have like good pieces. Maybe it's fine. I might cope enough to level this up, but whatever. This is like the pretty good one, and we still missed one roll. The feather, it's 4-liner and rolled into good stats? Question mark? It's probably more ER than I need though. Oh, let me move my camera up. We have this one as well, which is like 3 crit rolls. And this one which is 1 crit roll, 2 ER rolls. This is probably a throw, this one. Suns. This is my best piece, 1 crit roll. So I play an offset right now. I crafted a goblet. This is elixired. And I mean that's fine. 2 ER rolls, 2 crit rolls. That's usable. Durin does want some ER for Stygian. Not a reroll, a craft. And it's a 3-liner. I mean this is like a 1.0 piece I had. Not gonna reroll this though. And then I have an attack hat. It's better than my best crit damage hat, which is 1 crit rate roll, no attack percent. If I get a... like, they were pretty much equal. But I guess when they were equal when my Klee had Dodoko tails. And now with like a better weapon, the attack should be a bit better. Because the reason why attack is even a consideration is because of C1 being an attack scaling buff. Right? All other party members nearby get 20 stacks of Cycle of Enlightenment. When nearby active characters deal normal attack, charge attack, plunge attack, elemental skill, elemental burst damage, 1 stack of Cycle of Enlightenment will be consumed to increase the damage dealt by 60% of Durin's attack. Stack counts for characters in the party who have Cycle of Alignment are managed individually. Which means it's good to burst first with Durin. Because when I burst first with Durin, I can get a few stacks on Fischl and Chevrus as well. If I burst last with Durin, they wouldn't get anything. Also, Durin's burst has the longest duration in the team. From all the off-field effects, right? Duration 20 seconds. What is Chevrus' duration? It's actually like per overload for Chevrus. $30 seconds. 30 seconds? That's a long buff. What? Why is the buff so long? Huh? What the Obate said? That's even worse. Did I get anything good? I didn't even like check the rolls. 200 pieces? I mean, it's mostly like low rarity. Okay, some are like checkable. I guess there are some double critters here. Attack sounds double crit? No real attack goblets. And the hazard kinda eh. But yeah, we could cook something there. Let's check one of these two first. Let's check this. Yeah, 30-second duration buff is wild. In Zenless that's like the regular duration for a buff, but in Genshin that never happens. Why they give her the most random 30-second long buff in the game? 5.4 crit damage, but it is a crit damage roll. Okay, that's 3.9 crit rate. That's good. A bit of fear is fine. We don't mind a bit of fear. I can also just hold down, I don't need to click like a madman. I mean, if I'm just like doing a bit, it's better to click. Because the hold speeds up the longer you hold. Maybe a bit too much ER for my liking. Not terrible though. There's another, I have another chance though, I have a reroll. I have a free reroll right here, this is the same piece. I'll go plus 12 immediately. Four times EM off piece? For sucrose? Question mark? No, we rolled ER? I mean, this has value. Possibly? No. This probably doesn't. Do I keep this? The EM rolls are pretty high actually. Those are EM high rolls. This is 3 EM high rolls. I will keep it because of that. It's 23 times 3. Minus 1 cause rounding. This piece was close to having the highest EM possible. I mean, it was a 3-liner, so it could never have like all of it. But as high as it gets for a 3-liner. That's only 21, but that's still pretty good. That's a lot of EM. On an EM 2-piece? 2-piece, 2-piece. If you want, if I were to play 2-piece, 2-piece EM Lauma, this is my best piece, like, no doubt. This is like actually peak. I don't have anything that has like crit and attack, like double crit and attack. But I guess this doesn't have double crit and attack either, right? My current piece. It has ER though. This is crit damage attack ER, that's the best piece, right? Those are like 3 good subs. EM is like a bit cope. Attack is better. Let's go like plus 12. And even if we roll a bit of defense, it might be like the cope off-field lunar crystallized piece for Sandrone. I don't actually think that Sandrone will be lunar at all. Yeah, I don't believe Sandrone will be lunar, but just in case, you know. Is this even better for Llama than Obate? Oh yeah, it's always better than Obate. She deals no off-field damage, so the 4-piece is useless. It's not between 2-piece, 2-piece and Obate, it's between 2-piece, 2-piece or playing like Silk and Moon. Right? That's like the... Okay, we dodged attack. But she will look different. They will change her looks. They will rebuild her. Faster, better, stronger. Okay, defense? Yeah, at this point we are all into the defense. I mean, Lauma can deal off-field damage, but not off-field lunar damage, which is like what actually matters, right? That's what I meant by Lama deals no off-field damage. That's a low roll? Surely. Rebuild her with the power of Geo. Rebuild her with the power of science. Okay, that's another 4-liner. 4-liners are always welcome. I'm gonna go through all my sanctifying unctions. Oh no. Okay, that one's a goner, man. That one's a goner. I shouldn't have gone plus 12 if I knew it was like that. Oh. That sucks. It happens though. Okay. Okay. We are getting somewhere here. Maybe I could make, but my tenacity set on Columbina is on my tenacity set on Inefa is so good. Also with Whiffed. Like, look at my pieces. They're all so peak. Like, all good rolls, 4 good stats, 4 good rolls. EM is kind of cope, but that's fine. 4 good stats, 5 good rolls. 4 good stats, 3 good rolls, and this time we actually rolled crit. 3 good stats, 5 good rolls, but that's an off piece, so like we could keep that, but this is like peak. This is the best possible like attack goblet pretty much. And then 3 good stats, 5 good rolls. Like you can, this is an absolute peak tenacity set. So switching here is harder than with my Durin, whose noblesse was cope. But the good thing is that I will be able to see the DPS change. Assuming I do the same rotation. The issue with like the DPS tester, if you want to compare artifacts, is that you might skill issue sometimes. And then like you can't really tell if the damage is higher or you played worse or better. Got level 90. Talent level is only 7-6? Why are they so low, bro? Did you not roll a single piece for her from the doctor? And you only have the one guaranteed one? Noctis can call, yeah, that's her sick, that's good. You only rolled one. So that means you should have 2 in total, right? Because you get a guaranteed, like when you clear the boss for the first time, you get 1 of each thingy. So you should be able to have 1 more, no? 7-7? HP, oh, you're playing ER Suns. You probably, without the ER Suns, if you only had like 50%, you forgot and you got none, okay. What are your solvents though? What are your 3 weekly bosses per week cleared and 200 solvents in your inventory? Although, I mean, I have the solvents, but I didn't actually solvent the pieces. Because I'm saving them for the future. Where I will need them one day. You can grab them, but you haven't yet. Okay, I respect that. I definitely respect that. As the resident hoarder. So at 50 ER, it would be a bit low, but if you could have like attack, if you could have HP Suns with like 20 ER on them, it would probably be good to go, right? Or if you could get like a tiny bit more, that should be like your end goal. For now, the ER Suns good. It's better to lose some damage than to not be able to burst. But your end goal should be having HP Suns and a bit more ER subs all across the board. HP 1 or 2 ER? I mean, more like 3 or 4. Unless you could get a bit more ER on the other pieces, like the goblet, if you could get some more ER here, because that's an off piece. It's a pretty good off piece though. 4-liner, 4 good stats. Yeah, kinda peak, and it rolled pretty high. Yeah, this is so good actually. You would rather have crit and ER than EM, but EM is still fine, especially when those are your only EM subs. Also, you're overcapped on crit rate. Oh yeah, so this piece is actually not as good then. Because you overcap by 2.7%. You get plus 15 from her passive. Crit damage is looking good though. You get a bunch extra from this. You get 60 extra, that's 260 crit damage. So yeah. Try to get some more ER on the subs to have like between 60 and 80%. I would say for most teams. But also just test it out, right? You can even go to the dummy in Miliastra. Start with 0 energy to stimulate Stygian and see how it goes. Also, you can just go to Stygian and just fight the boss. The boss is already there. You don't even need to test it out against the dummy. It's faster to reset in Stygian and change your pieces around. Because like the Stygian first boss, right, is probably where you're gonna play her. Unless you're Nefer, actually, yeah, you would probably go like Nefer Aino. Because Nefer is C2, and then Columbina in Nefa for the second boss. Whatever you do, right? If you are playing her against the second boss, you might not need as much ER. Because like you don't need to burst first rotation. You can just wait until the second rotation to burst with Columbina. Because it's just a lunar buff. Most of the kit is in the E. And then the boss drops a ton of particles. So just HP sounds. And then you have like 60 ER, you are fine there. Against other enemies you might need more like 80. But it like depends. So I don't really want to switch when my pieces are so good. Let's check this one out. Actually, it's a crit rate piece, so Columbina never plays this, right? And now she can play crit rate piece. And if this was on Columbina, this is almost as good as it gets. If this was like EM. For the buy teams... I mean, if you get enough subs, you never need the air sounds. Okay, that's like the worst possible roll, man. Why did we roll attack flat? But yeah, I don't know exactly how it will go in Z-Buy teams. Also, there are like a bunch of different Z-Buy teams you could play. You could even go double Hydro. Not sure who the second Hydro would be though. Is there anybody who's actually like decent? Probably not. Mona. Yeah, Mona Albedo, Columbina Z-Buy is a team. And there your Columbina ER requirements will be pretty low because of the Mona. Okay, I think it's enough artifacting for one day. I'm gonna get a headache from this. Wait, what was that? Was it like the furnishing one? How did I not have it already? Hmm? I don't know. Boink. We could clear Fearless for now. Oh, and then we have the photo event. And the fortune may find me. You are probably fine without higher talent levels even, to be honest. Oh, wait, speaking of talent levels, did I use all the mats I could on Columbina? All the boss mats I could? Or can I use more? No, I used them all, okay. So yeah, we need to do Fearless first anyways. Actually I don't, but we should. Just get the rewards now and then we'll struggle with Dire later. So second team will be Flincy Nefa, Aino, my goat. Then here we will probably have to play Nefer, unfortunately. Who do I play in the final slot though? Nahida? Ugh. I'd probably play, if I had C2 Kazuha, I would play C2 Kazuha, but he's only C1. That was kinda, is it the first one? Yeah, no, haven't fought him yet. And then we probably go Nuviletin on the final one. But what Nuvilet team? Cryo Nuvilet? Like this? It will be hard to get scroll on Hydro. Shinobu? Now you have Prototype Amber. I mean, this is definitely good for Fearless. I'm just like thinking... I will just watch other people play these bosses. Let me check if my characters are like good to go. Like, for example, Furina needs to be... Like, ideally she would be on Golden Troop, but I might actually go Skerk on Dire against the Crab. And if I go Skerk, then I will need to switch back to Tenacity. We have double Silicon on the Nefer team. But also like whatever. I probably should just change Llama to 2-piece EM. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna want to do anyways. Let's just filter EM, ER. And yeah, that's the new piece I got. Can I play a 2-piece though on this set? Might be an off-piece for me though. EM, ER. Yeah, looks solid. A lot of crit rate though. Yeah, I would rather have the one with more ER. And there's also 2-piece EM. Oops. Boom. Wait, I don't use a set filter actually. Or do I want to use a set filter? I do have some EM suns here. On the other side I don't have any EM suns. Oh, I do have one. Wait, this is actually good. Wait, why didn't I freeze this? It's just EM ER, but that's exactly what we need. Let's go like plus 15. Whoa, yeah, those are like perfect rolls as well. Yeah, that's peak. No double bonus is pretty sad though. And we rolled again! We rolled ER 3 times! Wait, this piece is kinda blessed? It was not locked. If I went strong boxing before going here, I would have sacrificed it. Yo! This is pretty blessed. Absolute peak. A bit worse than my IFA piece though, because this is 30 ER, this is only 25. The Sidlali piece is 29 ER as well. It's only my third best EM ER piece. Okay, so we need one more Night Sky and then one can be an off piece. Okay, this is good. Wait, that's my best? 11 ER only? We probably have enough already though. 223? It might actually be needed. So that's kinda peak. I like this. And this way I don't have to switch my Columbina set. And also, the Radish is on Deepwood, right? Yeah, that's solid. Mareshusi, this is kind of bad, but whatever. At least Asko is on Golden Troop, which is good. And I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna be able to proc scroll. Not even sure if this is the team I want to play. Maybe I want to play like Chiori Shironen. Or maybe I want to play Durin. And Durin doesn't buff Hydra though. Yeah, let's go like this. This is just fearless. Let's see what the bosses do actually. How do I play the Nefer? I need to get more water. Let's go here first, because that's like known territory. My characters are even set up specifically for this boss, like this 47 ER on Fleens. Actually, wait, no, this was for a different boss. But whatever, I already cleared him before, and my characters only got better since then. Hopefully? Did they? The ER might be overkill, I don't need this much ER. But yeah, that's fine. I already broke the shield.
ほら暗闇は怖いですか
交渉は終わりです。防衛モード。水遊びの時間だよ。吸引テスト開始。
目を閉してお静かにさあとやさ
Oh, I switched too early. I should have stayed a bit more, gotten some more energy.
見て見て短6308
ほら目を閉じて暗闇は怖いですか
Could have used the big burst now, if I had more energy on
いや
flames.
いやほら死の底へ
Still, whatever. That was fast enough. 47 seconds. Should also be a pretty fast dire kill because it's just like double the HP.
伝えてある
Oh, we do get these. I did get 2 bonus fragiles, so we can use them now. Yeah, sure. Double crit? Not really. But I saved it anyways. And instructor's pieces? Oh yeah, I forgot to level up my instructor's pieces. They might be good. Okay, let's see the Krabi. While the powerful foe's twin molten horns remain intact, it can unleash fierce elemental attacks and will possess an extremely high elemental and physical res. When unleashing certain attacks, its twin molten horns will stay close to the ground, providing an opportunity to use elemental reactions to destroy them. When the twin molten horns are destroyed, the foe will take a single instance of immense damage and will be unable to restore them for a period of time. After the affected by the land disturbance, the powerful foe will summon tertial crabs to assist during battle. Tertial crabs continuously channel pyro to the twin molten horns. Once their pyro is exhausted, the tertial crabs will be defeated. Once the tertial crab is defeated, it will lose control and collide with the foe, damaging its twin molten horns and dealing damage proportional to the damage it itself has received. However, by land disturbance, the powerful foe will begin to charge during battle, dealing damage over a large AoE over a short period of time. Destroy the twin molten horns to interrupt its charging. I'm glad I read these, because I'd be surprised by the stern shield crabs. And yeah, the cryo version of the Nuvile team should be pretty strong here, because they should also help a bit with destroying the pyro horns.
騒ぐ
データ同じ手加減なしよ
I don't have my E, and nobody has cooldowns anyways.
歌え僕の生元に僕をや
Oh, burst!
目も舌も満足させて悪用の力を思い知りなさい
騒ぐ大末となるがいい
What a mess, man.
神戸を垂れろ
カジャーン世界の熱狂の渦平穏調
Where'd he go?
何のように絶に寝よう契約を果たせ口封じは任せたからね
高き私は下げず静粛に
Oh, they brought his horns back. Man, I'm failing so much in this boss. Whoops.
歌え僕の生元に
I'm taking a lot of time which I shouldn't be taking.
目の舌も満足させて
I definitely need a better strategy here. Because it was not fast enough for Dire, I can tell you that much. This was way too slow. But it's kind of... the boss is a bit of a mess. Grouping will be good here. Maybe you play Venti. So much healing bonus, man. It's a rare stat. Isn't healing bonus like the rarest stat? Or maybe like second after EM? Okay, and finally this guy. So how do I fight here? First rotation. I would really want to cast Lauma Burst first rotation, actually. I think you play Fav Nahida to funnel the particles into Lauma? No? So I will go like Columbina first. Or I could even like tap skill with Nefer first. Just for like some particles and stuff. That's like irrelevant. So first Columbina, E, then go to Nahida, E, make sure I proc Fav, I can like normal attacking just in case, and then go to Lauma. And hopefully I can E burst. Because without Lauma's burst you lose half the damage in this team. You need the burst immediately. Or maybe I go to Lauma twice.
流れて痛くしちゃうかも。
迷えるもの
That's not quite enough energy.
や
Also, wait, what are these little dogs? What do I do with them? I didn't actually read the boss. I read it. I read the previous boss, but not this one. The powerful opponent will deploy an extremely durable protective shield when a reaction damage is more effective at destroying this shield. When the powerful opponent deploys a shield, the first time the shield takes one reaction damage, it generates an additional metal orb. While the shield is destroyed, the opponent takes a single instance of immense damage and temporarily enters a weakened state. The powerful soul will enter a lengthy charging state and summon multiple fissures of hidden depths. Once it is fully charged, it will devour all fissures and deal damage over a large AoE. Defeat fissures before this happens to destroy its shield and interrupt its charging. Should I focus the fissures or the boss? Because this team has like no grouping, no AoE. Probably doesn't matter. He'll probably just like drop either way. Focus the fissures. Do I go no Llama burst first rotation? Or maybe I go to Llama first, press her E, and then go through the rest of the team and then back to Llama. Yeah, because Llama's E doesn't matter. Her burst matters. Right? When you burst, you refresh the skill buff. Do you? Let's start with Llama E.
掃除の加護
満ちてはびこりなさい。
Oh, this was still not enough. Okay, whatever.
素直に吐くんだね嘘はいけないね
Oh, these guys don't die.
素直迷えるものリンヤに永遠の安寧流れて読む
I was supposed to hold
真
burst
実
with.
はまるで影
Wait, is this surely what I'm supposed to be doing? I feel like I'm doing something wrong, man.
月光のように蒼月よ永遠な
移してや
Yeah, this felt very wrong. I was doing no damage to the fissures. I feel like I should focus the boss.
流れて痛くしちゃうかも。
行けさ嘘はいけないね真実はまるで影
Yeah, now something is actually happening.
迷える者よリンヤに永遠の安寧を
移して今宵月を覚えたわよ。
嘘はいけないね 皆に祝福あれ皆のために祈ろう
三月よ輝け痛くしちゃうかも。知識をあな
真実はまるで影
I'm so slow at cancelling Neverman.
掃除の
Oh, I should have held E, not tapped. Oh, that's a big L.
流れて新月がはびこりなさい。
Where is he? Did I even hit him with
私のお家に
Nahidai?
素直に吐くんだね読む丸裸にしてやる欺瞞月光のように皆
Yeah,
のために
tap 4
祈ろ
Lama
う
is a huge damage loss. I'm not fast enough here, man. Oh, my burst is not up.
輝け覚えたわよ。
Need more ER.
知識をあなたに
真実はまるで影
Oh no, he gets the shield again at the end.
皆に祝福あれリンヤに永遠の安寧を
移して今宵月よはびこりなさい。これこそが知恵の伝道。
嘘はいけないね読む
I barely cleared Fearless. Oof, that's really bad. I need to deal double the damage against this guy to clear him in dire. That doesn't bode well. I will probably wait for Z-Buy for this boss. You burst cancel the last skill instead of dash cancelling? That makes some sense. That's a bit of a damage game, but it's not double the damage. Ah, Flames is for the middle boss. Will be pretty rough without him. I would need like I couldn't play the entire Flames team up top here. I would need to like leave in Efa and then Flames deals no damage. Yeah, I mean I forgot to hold you once. Can't be more than like 5 seconds of a time loss. Maybe 10 if it's really bad. I mean it is really bad. I have a C0 Nefer with a 4-star weapon. My Nefer is a bit weaker. This is like playable. Also Columbina on a 4-star weapon as well. So you've got like a C1 R1 Nefer and an R1 Columbina, that's quite a bit more. But still, I mean, I'm not denying that I have skill issue in this team. I can definitely do it way faster, but I'm not sure if I can do it fast enough. Probably. You can probably deal double the damage that I did. Oh. Like double? I don't know if double. But actually, I mean, the... I actually had like a bit more time than it would seem. Because he got the shield at the end, right? And I kinda overkilled the shield. Like I would have killed him a bit faster if not for the shield, but I killed the shield quickly enough anyways. So I would have killed the shield in Dire as well. And he would have died. So like it's a bit... I don't need double damage. I need like 60% more maybe. Maybe like 60% more, yeah. We got all the rewards anyways. All the relevant ones. For now. I actually wouldn't mind some squats right now. I've been sitting a lot today. I will take off the hoodie though. I'll move far enough away this time. So that you cannot see my bare back. Is that it's Papa? No, that's Citlalin. It's Papa is the dark one that bites. Wait. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. No push-up redeem. No push-up redeem for 2 reasons. Number 1, I will need to get my hands dirty to do push-ups. Because I can just like stand up and do squats. For push-ups I will need to like be on the ground. And I would need to go wash my hands. Because I'm that kind of guy. And also, push-ups doing me too tired. Also, third reason, I will need to change my camera positioning. You couldn't even see me on the ground, right? Yeah, you couldn't see anything. I mean, if I was like back there, I guess. Maybe, actually. Okay, if I was doing the push-ups like right next to the bed, you could see me, mostly. So that's not that big of an issue. You faded Fractured Hello and actually got it. So many Primo gems. 150, 150, 150. So many Primo gems, it's so tempting to spend them. But yeah, we gotta save, we gotta save. Gonna pull R1Z buy. Not enough to max resin refresh? It gets more expensive each refresh. Is it really not enough though? Wasn't this like 600 or something? I should have given you the ball. Okay, we have one more set of pictures to take. It costs 850 to max refresh? It's kinda crazy. Because the most expensive one alone is like 300, right? $200. I don't really know the highest cost that well. Which I think is a good thing. Oh good, you're here, Jan. Long time no see, Lali. What a surprise, you are not sleeping in today. Oh please, I go out for walks once in a while. Thank you very much. In any case, my divinations last night predicted that good things would come to me if I went out today. If this doesn't count as fulfillment of said fortune, I don't know what does. Let's add 1 to the tally of positives. Let me take a picture of you. Well, it's not that you can't, it's just I stayed up all night 2 days ago to finish the latest light novel volume. So, look me over real quick, do I look okay? The dark circles around my eyes should be gone now, right? You are right as rain, you are as radiant as ever. Really? No tricks now? Just so we are clear, I'm keeping all the ones that don't pass master. You only get the best of the lot. Because that's her idol, but which one? Yeah, this one. No, this one. Oh no! Oh, now she's like blinking. No, now her eyes are closed. Oh my god. And now this doesn't match anymore, even though this is like the better. Man, I'm so cooked. Okay, this is good. I pressed the wrong button at first and then like, it just kept getting worse. Oh? Oh wait, it was 100. %, let's go! It's so much better than I imagined. Oh, I wanted to save the picture. I clicked the, when I keep clicking the wrong buttons, what am I doing? I will put my hoodie back on, by the way. Wait, how is it so late already? Why is it like 11 PM? Almost. And we're back! You seem to be in a good mood, Kachina? Has something good happened? I found some awesome ore during this excavation. If polished properly, it could turn into a big shiny gemstone. That's great, right? To be honest, the dig didn't get off to a good start, and I almost went home empty-handed. But I thought to myself that I should hang on a little longer, so I did, and then I held out a little longer and a little longer. I don't know how many times I repeated that, but I got it in the end. I mean, she is perseverance. What was her ancient name? Shoot, I don't remember. Ubati? No. But it meant like perseverance or something like that. I used to remember it. I will need to like, next time I'm in a Genshin trivia quiz, I will need to remember all the ancient names. Everybody remembers Tumaini. But not the others. Wait, I need to check this because this bothers me actually. This will be bugging me if I don't check it. It either begins with a U or a G. I think a U. Utabiti! It's you! UTBT. Oh, there's like an entire page for Asian names. Does it have a list? Oh yeah. And Utabiti is resilience. That's pretty much perseverance. Baraka, BD. What are those? Kyongo, that we all know. Malipo is easy, Mwongozo. Unknown. Okay. There is a name nobody knows. We don't know what it means, we don't know who has it. To mine is the obvious one. Ukumbuko. I remember this one like in the past. Umoja, Undugu. They actually almost all begin with U. Utabiti, Uwezo, Vuka. I'll go take a quick bathroom break. I thought maybe I could like wait until the end of the stream, but I can't. I will be right back. Okay. I only realized that the sun was setting when I got outside. I wound up digging all day. That's our casino, alright? Let me take a picture of you shining bright. Really? I cannot get shy in front of cameras. I'm not sure this will go well. But I'll do my best. You're already doing your best, Katina. You're great just the way you are. Okay then, I will leave it to you. I guess Katina's just the goat, man. Oh, nice shine. I like this. Oh no! I clicked the wrong button again! Man, I got the perfect frame and then I clicked the wrong button. Cause like... Oh man. Okay, it's pretty much the same now. Whoa, we gotta zoom in all the way in. 99? It was almost there. No. 97? This was like... Oh, 99? Oh, we had it. No. Oh, come on, it's so close. Okay, here we go. 100%. I didn't even look at the character, I just look at the number, because what counts as 100% is so, like, weird. Okay, this time I actually remember to save the photo as well. This is a master level photo indeed, amazing! We got so many. Talk to the net. Please be voiced with Lepine Pauline at the end. Please, Prage. There's a chance, right? Also, I forgot to talk to her earlier. She might have had unique dialogue that I missed out on now. It's not voiced. But yeah, there was probably some unique dialogue before I finished the quest, and now she'll have different lines. Yeah, and Pauline, you're back. Took quite a few photos this time. The shutter flash lens worked great. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. While we were busy taking these photos, I started thinking I can't just stand by and do nothing, or I will never make any progress. So I worked up the courage to ask a few passerbys for help, and I even managed to take quite a few shots myself. I think that should be plenty of data for testing. And you didn't let me down! Thanks to Jan for stepping in as well. Lepine Pauline, when did you get back? Ninette said you've been busy with something else lately. Well, obviously it's a massive deal, enough to fill my pockets to the brim. Things are pretty busy for me lately, so I'm really glad you were there to help Ninette out. She's got the talent and the taste, that's for sure. She's just a bit shy, but with your help, she's really taken an important step forward. So, what's this massive deal you've been so mysterious about? Don't tell Paimon you heard another wild rumor and went all in again. What? Of course not, I've read my lesson. This time it's the real deal, safe and sure to make a fortune. That doesn't sound entirely convincing. If I tell you now, it will ruin the surprise. Once it's done, you'll be the first to try it out. Ooh. That's a teaser for future events. And yeah, now they're like both here. So they have different dialogue. I missed out on dialogue, man. I've gone over the test data. The shutter flash lens didn't just meet the theoretical specs, it actually outperformed them, with capture precision and nearly flawless. With all this valuable performance data, new ideas are already flowing. I can practically see the next generation's design forming in my head. The next generation? But master, we only just completed the test for this version. I've got to write this down before the ideas slip away. Ninette, hurry my notebook, quick! Yes. Big L. So somebody was asking if we'll do any exploration today. No, we will not. We will do Genshin though. Once Yao Yao is like actually the hit, I might change to Baiju. Just for, like, it's almost the same, Baiju and Yao Yao. Just for the lulz. Okay, way before 3.4, 2.3 or earlier. Let's go Kazuha. Still earlier. It's from Mondstadt then. because there are no other. Or Child, but Child was like a few days ago. So it's a character from Mondstadt. Let's go Barbara. Easy. I would advise you to keep your secrets close to your chest. Divulge them too easily and you never know where the wind might carry them. Sounds like Kaya. No, is it Diluc then maybe? That's a girl. Rosaria? Like it's somebody from Mondstadt. Probably. Because like the wind. That's why I'm thinking Mondstadt with all these characters. And somebody who's secretive themselves. But a secretive girl from Mondstadt, it doesn't. Outside of Rosaria, I don't really. Nothing really fits the criteria for me. So maybe a different secretive girl? Maybe it's like Chaska. I don't think so. Yeah, no.
うっかり秘密を口にしないよう気をつけることだ。
Arlecchino.
風がそれをどこまで運んでいくかわからないからね。
So it's just not related to Mondstadt at all. But it's a secretive girl. Dahlia could have been a good guess because Dahlia, I'm pretty sure, is voiced by a girl as well. So, like yeah, I mustn't get tunnel visioned. Xingqiu is also voiced by a girl in Japanese as well. At least Arlecchino's voice is super iconic, so like it's impossible to miss. I would have to get brain damage to not recognize Arlecchino. Is this Raiden's normal attacks? No. Oh, this is like... Wait, this is like Paimon's Crown. Who has Paimon's Crown as a skill? Huh? Is this Nuvilet? Or is this some Natlan stuff? It's either Nuvilet or Natlan. Or actually, it might be somebody else from... Cause it's like some kind of a tower or maybe a nail. The Fontanian characters get like these nails on their like Numa attacks. Or is it the Polarm and this is Xiangling? Guhua Sword Raincutter. Oh, that's Xingqiu. So it's nothing that I thought about. At least the name is obvious. It's a rain sword. Desert. It's either Dihya or Candice. Or Sinnoh. Let's go Candice. No. It's Sinnoh. Clown. You should not miss that. The ability? Guhua should be a dead giveaway. Peach Dark Hook the Great? No. Unfortunate. It's a 1.0 distraction card though. Trailblazer physical. Pretty sure it's like only Trailblazer physical at this point. No! Oh, it's Arlan. My boy Arlan. Couldn't have been Clara because Yarilo 6 is not it. My master and General Jingyuan have an unpleasant history with each other, but personal grudges are a luxury that adults cannot afford. Linxia. You would think like Yunli or something? Yunli Yanqing? Who this? But no, it's Linxia. Linxia was the biggest Jingyuan hater, but then she just was like, oh, I met you and you're not that bad. Sad. I have no idea. Just write Shuei? No. Let's throw random characters at the wall. Wait, this is Danheng actually. Yo! When I saw the whole thing. Because I have a Danheng cosplay. And this is part of the outfit. So that's why I recognize this. Not because it's like a Danheng ability, it's because it's part of his outfit. Which was the fastest to kill for artifacts? I was doing the second guy, because I could kill him before he got the shield, so he essentially does nothing. The first guy was quick as well, though. On mobile I cleared the first guy in 14 seconds, so I probably could do it faster on PC. And the second guy with my Flint's team I did in 8 seconds, the fastest one, but usually it's like 9 or 10. It's between like 9 and 12 on average. My fastest one was 8. I haven't done much of the other ones though on hard to compare. A guy. I think the blonde hair matters, right? So it's like Luocha. Eyes? It could also be a girl actually. But let's assume it's a guy, Japard, okay. But yeah, these emojis, like, I'm often confused as to what an emoji is supposed to represent. Pulchra or Caesar? Let's go Pulchra. I think it's 50-50 between them. I don't think there's anything in common between Piper and Caesar outside of these two, right? So it's 50-50. And they use the same boss. Pulchra and Caesar. I also got a tutorial about the new boss, right? Lord of the swarm of monsters that surge through the rift of hidden depths. Lord of the hidden depths, whisperer of nightmares, will deploy the deep dark shield in combat, summoning several fissures of hidden depths. The shields can only be broken by elemental attacks or reaction damage. Lunar reaction damage is especially effective at breaking the shields. Additionally, defeating a summoned fissure of hidden depths will also deal damage to its shield. You got Yexin Guang and her engine life has been so easy. Yeah, she's pretty broken. I can't play her at all, and yet she still clears decently well. But I should learn to play Shungus, because I could be like killing bosses with Shungus, Dialin and Xiao, each one of them with their engine. I should be able to kill a boss in Deadly Assault, so like 65k points and not like 30k. And 30k is not half of 60k, by the way. 30k is like 1/5 or something. Because the higher... The closer you are to killing the boss, the slower you gain points in Deadly Assault. So 30k is not half of 60k. It's way less than that. I do have 20 resin, but I will be playing Genshin tomorrow as well. I don't need to like worry about saving the resin. I'm dying to use triggers. The trigger is pretty decent. Although, actually, no, because you... Yeah, trigger's kinda bad actually, because you don't get to benefit from her stun damage increase passively, because normally, like, what trigger does is she gives you stun damage even if the enemy is not stunned, but I'm pretty sure Yexin Guang ignores that? I'm not 100% sure though, but I think she ignores that and doesn't benefit. Because she gets her own stun damage increase, which normally scales with the stun damage increase from enemies, but... Yeah, I'm not so sure. Like I said, I can't play her, so I don't know the mechanics as well. I should watch some Yexin Guang guys eventually. But I feel like if you don't have Dialin, you are better off not playing a standard and just playing a support. If you have any like decent supports that aren't taken by other characters, like you have some Astra or something. Like yeah, and I'm pretty sure that Yexin Guang's effect ignores the overrides the trigger effect. I think that's how it might work. So the trigger, because trigger also allows you to deal stun damage even if the enemy isn't stunned. But I don't think that both of the effects stack. I think Yexin Guang just overrides the trigger. But like I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 60% sure that Yexin Guang overrides trigger, and then trigger doesn't actually provide anything except for a bit of off-field damage. And I guess if you have the engine, then defense ignore. Okay. Thank you everybody very much for watching, but this will be the end of the stream for today. I do have a stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. Let's read like here. You can join Discord server to get stream notifications and the like. And yeah, tomorrow we'll be playing more Genshin. Doing the Columbina thingy. Columbina anecdote, my other weeklies. And maybe actually exploring finally some of the place, doing some of the world quests. Will be pretty lovely. And maybe even like a little dire boss or two, but we'll see. I need to actually explore a bit finally, man. I love exploration. So, thank you very much once again, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye!